Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have a guest bringing in their top 10. My buddy Ryan, who was here about a year ago and gave his top 10 favorite games of all time back then. He has got an updated list for you with some differences, a few new games, some adjustments in the placement of games. And we're going to get right into that in just a moment. But before we do, I want to mention our sponsor, StoneValleyGames.com. This is your friendly, distant game store run by Eric and Wendy. They've got a great thing going on over there, all kinds of stuff. If you're looking for card games, board games, war games, collectible card games, RPGs, they've got something for pretty much everyone over there. Go check them out. There's a link in the description below. They also have a few programs you might want to know about. They have a loyalty program for returning customers. Also, if you are living in the continental United States and you order $100 or more from them, they'll ship to you for free. And if you are in the United States military and you have an AA, AP, or AE address, they'll ship to you for free as well. So be sure to go check them out, StoneValleyGames.com. There's a link in the description below. All right, so here we go. We've got Ryan here with his top 10 list, which you may remember he brought one last year. I have not reviewed his list from last year, so I can't remember exactly where everything fell. He knows. You reviewed your list, right?
Yes, I have it all here.
So I've got my list over here, my top 10 list, so I can correct his top 10 list as he inevitably puts some problematic choices on there. But yeah, so we'll just jump right in with number 10. What is
what I was going to say, I have to give some backstory on my top 10. So this is my first time doing top 10, I guess, back to back. I'm saying last year I did my first one, now this year. So I have a nice little comparison. And when I take a look at this top 10 versus last year, I have 4 new games.
4 brand new games to the top 10.
Yeah, I'm saying, just new. That doesn't mean they came out now, but I meant just 4 new ones.
New to your list.
Yeah, and then I have a lot of movements here and there, so I thought it was really interesting because you could see the change in, the games that you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so again, without further ado, number 10 happens to be one of those new games, which is Endless Winter Paleo Americans. So, new to the list. Actually, I think I've only played it twice. One solo, and then with you when you came to, came up to my place, I'm saying earlier this year. But love the game, even just playing it twice.
It was number 25 for me.
Number 25. See, so it made a big impression on you, too.
I've only played it once, and it jumped right in there. I cannot wait to play that game again.
I mean, not to mention, you got crushed in that game.
I did get crushed. I think I did I went after too many different rounds.
You didn't specialize.
You kind of got to specialize in 1 or 2. And I liked, because it's brand new. And I was like, ooh, what does this do? What does this do? What does that do?
Yeah, that's sort of, I'm saying, the one critique you'll hear people say about that game is there's a ton of things you can do in that game. Because you got area control, deck building, resource gathering. No, not resource, set collection. Mm-hmm. And various other things there. But, I mean, I just love that there are many different paths that you can take in that game to get points. So every game can be something different. And the art is also, I think, fantastic in that game. So, yeah, huge impression with just having played it twice. So that is my number 10.
Nice.
All right. Number 9. Also a new game. I don't think you've played it yet, and I was hesitant at first to play it because of the extreme hype the game had. It was already being called Game of the Year, so I was extremely skeptical. You knowing me, I tend to not go with
hype turns you off.
Yes, but
what could this be?
The hype is real, and I was going to say my parents. Laura loves the game, and my kids like it. It is Earth.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes.
That game did get hyped out of nowhere all of a sudden.
Yes, I'm saying, and I was like, it can't be that good. But it is.
Huh?
It is. Okay. It is a lot of fun.
We'll have to play this one when I come down next year.
I was actually thinking of bringing it, but then I was like, nah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Earth. I'm not going to describe it because if you're watching this, you probably know about it, but it's just a great game.
And remind me, is it like deck building or is it?
So it's like, I think of it like Wingspan, where you're getting a deck of cards, or you're building your tableau, and it's a 4x4 grid, and it's basically you're trying to get the synergies of one card off of another card off of another card.
Got it. Yeah,
I'm saying, and there's points galore.
So more engine building then?
Yeah, it's engine building, tableau building, whatever that you want to call it, but it is a lot of fun, and the points are outrageous. I'm saying you can. I mean, you have 200 to whatever at the end.
Oh, so it's like tapestry points.
Yes, I'm saying it is crazy, but it's a ton of fun. And I know I didn't give much description, but it's a great game.
All right, so that was number 9.
All right, number 8 was in the top 10 last year, but has fallen 4 spaces. You want to try to just take a guess? It was in my top 10 last year. We played it twice.
Is it Brass?
Nope.
No, I was going to say Brass better be higher than that.
PAX Premier, second edition. So it was my number 4. It's now number 8. So still in the top 10.
I remember it was my number 50, which I got some grief from him when he saw the video come out, and it was number 50, and then he saw. What was it? Madara came out was above it.
That is just criminal and just showed the list.
Yeah, but Pax Mirror is a fantastic game.
It is. So again, it's what is it? A Cole Worley game.
Yep.
About Afghanistan and tribal powers are trying to take over. I'm saying Afghanistan.
Because you got the British, the Russians
and the Afghans. Yeah. So you're trying to get control of the area. So it's got your, area control management, I guess, or so in some aspects there. But what I love about the game is the tension that exists because, every turn the landscape changes or the board state changes where, at one minute you think your division is winning or your faction. Your faction, is winning, but then somebody does a move and you're like, I might need to change from Afghan to Russian or so, or Russian to British. You have all this espionage you can do of assassinating other characters or so, like getting rid of the cards they have. I love the card management that is in the game there. I think the components are incredible. I mean, the board itself, is like a cloth.
It's a really great production.
Pieces. There's a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking to it, but so I really like it. The problem is teaching it because it is very finicky in its rules, so it is hard to get people into it. I mean, when I taught you too, I think you had your eyes glazed over.
The first time for sure, and then even the second time, it was one of those things where because all the different things can do so many different things. That it's hard to grasp, and seeing where the points are going to come from, it's kind of hard to grasp until you get into the game. And then the fact that even though it's an easy concept to understand, the fact that you are not one of the factions, you're just allying with the faction that you think is going to give you the most points. It's a little bit difficult to teach, but then once you start, it's usually about halfway through the game, it clicks. But by that point, you're probably screwed if you're playing somebody that knows what they're doing. It would definitely benefit from a group that could take the time over several game nights to play it multiple times. Yeah,
because I think one play of it doesn't do it justice.
Right.
But anyway, so that's my number 8. I know it sounded more negative about the game, but it's still a great game. So that's my number 8. Number 7 is the third new game to my top 10, and I can't remember where you had it. Maybe I think you had it high up, but I could be wrong. But that would be Wayfarers of the South Tigris.
Yeah. Let's see where.
So the latest game in the
that's number 22 for me.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
Wayfarers of the South Tigris. So the newest of the new trilogy, the South Tigris trilogy of Shem Phillips, Garfield Games. Spoiler. Love his games. I'm saying Shem Phillips, I guess, is my favorite designer.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if this is the only one to show up in the top 10.
Yeah. But anyway, Wayfarers of the South Tigris, I'm terrible at it. I don't know. It doesn't click yet for me, but I enjoy it because I think when we played, you destroyed me when we played.
I think I might have.
That was your first time playing, too.
Yeah.
It's the puzzle aspect of it, but I love it still. But
and I like how the cards kind of build out.
Yeah, the landscape.
So it really feels like you're exploring these different areas as you go in the different directions.
That is the cool thing about it because you're painting a picture of an area too. So I mean, the art's incredible on it. But that's a game that even though I'm terrible at it, I do enjoy it. But I just need to keep playing it to get it to click. So anyway, Wayfarers of the South Tigris.
Nice.
Number 6 actually was my number 6 pick last year, which is shocking because that's the only thing that remained the same. So I'm going to take a guess. It was in my top 10. You had it highly ranked as well.
Okay. Right,
and I introduced you to it. So I think that should give it away.
I still think it's too low for Brass. Dude.
Nope, Brass Birmingham.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, so Brass.
Said.
Okay.
Yeah, so Brass.
Oh, wait, yeah, Dude's going to be higher.
So Brass Birmingham.
It's my number 10.
Yeah, see? I mean,
yeah,
I mean, that's just a great game. It is deserving to be the number 1 game on BGG.
Yeah.
I know you may differ on that, but yeah, so Brass Birmingham.
I mean, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, it is.
I'm fine with it.
No.
I'm fine with it being number 1.
I was just trying to, poke.
Yeah. No, I think Gloomhaven should be above it.
That's ridiculous.
But,
anyway, so Brass Birmingham, economic game. The art of it is great. I don't know. I just love the card play in that game. Mm-hmm. Deciding
the route building's really cool.
The route building. But deciding, where you're going to build your industries out there, trying to connect the routes to sell the product. I don't know. It sounds very boring. It's an economic game, but it is just so much fun, I guess, to it. I mean, saying yeah, you had it in your top 10, so you described it.
I mean, well, for me, it's like it's a game that probably is as complex to teach as PAX Premier, but somehow
I can see, but it clicks.
Somehow it clicks better.
Yeah.
But then also there's something about. I heard somebody describe Brass one time, or read somebody describe it one time as a game. This is never have they had so much fun with a game where every 5 minutes the phrase "No, you can't do that" was uttered, because the first time you play it, as long as you got somebody who knows the rules,
yeah.
They're going to be constantly telling you, no, you can't do that, because there's so many little nuances to how the different things you want to do, like the requirements to do.
Was that Laura to you when you played this last time?
I probably was Laura,
so,
yeah. So this is, would you say this is Laura's favorite game? As far as like a complex
up there, yeah. From a complex standpoint, yes. I'm saying, which I'm surprised that she likes it. I'm saying because it is complex,
right.
Like and very thinky, and she's more of the,
well, because she doesn't like sitting down for rules teaching.
No, that's what I'm saying is, and so, I'm not making fun of her. She likes more easier play games.
Yeah, because she wants to just get into the game and not have to sit and listen to the 20-minute teach. But,
yeah. So,
but yeah, Brass is fantastic, and my favorite thing with the route building is that you in the first era you build your routes, but then if you end up messing up and like things aren't working out the way you want, that second era starts and almost everything comes off the board.
Yeah.
And you're able to kind of get a fresh start and try to go.
But that is also part of the strategy too, is trying to build up your certain places so that they can survive that refresh going into the second phase. So it's like either you spend your resources to try to set up for the second round, or you get as many points as you can in the first, knowing that you're going to have to start from scratch then, in the second. So I mean, that's the whole strategy to it. But yeah, so Brass Birmingham, number 6.
Cool.
Number 5 was in my top 10 last year, but has taken a fall. Want to try and guess there? I know that doesn't give you a lot of tips there, but it was in my top 10 last year. And if it's number 5 and it's fallen, that means it was a highly rated one.
Dude?
No.
Okay, good. Kingdom Death.
Kingdom Death was not in my top 10 last year.
Oh, wasn't? Oh,
come on now.
Medora. No, I don't know.
Kingdom Death is 38 though, by the way. Anyway, no. So number 5, my former number 1, Marvel Champions.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. So what happened there?
I don't know, because after last year,
why do you think the game's garbage now?
No, yeah. Yeah. So after last year, talking about how I love it so much. Yes, it's my number 5 right now. I don't know. I still love it, and like a new set actually just came out this last Saturday, which introduced Cable and Domino.
Oh, cool.
So I'm saying I'm excited about it. It's just, I don't know. At times I've gotten to the point where it's like I feel like I want to get a game that's sort of quick, and not that game isn't quick, but the whole having to build the deck and stuff like that.
The setup kind of,
and now with the pool being so big in cards, like it just takes more time. I still love the game. So let me talk.
I mean, it's your top 5.
Yeah. So let me talk about the positives of it. I'm saying obviously I love the Marvel aspect of it. I love how they brought X-Men into it, because it used to be like Avengers only, and so now they brought the X-Men into it. I love how the heroes. actually feel like the heroes. I'm saying like the card mechanics, I'm saying for each of the heroes makes it feel like I'm playing Wolverine, I'm playing Cyclops or Captain America. So, I mean, I love the game. So, yes, it's in my top 5, but some other games have just surpassed it right now. Who's to say Marvel Champions doesn't go right back up?
And it could be that you still like Marvel Champions just as much, but other games have moved in front of it?
Yeah, this is where it gets difficult. And honestly, I would say my top 5 is probably all interchangeable.
Just depending on how you feel.
Yeah, how I feel. Yeah. So, I mean, Marvel Champions, still a great game, and I think you should give it another shot, because I know you only played it once.
I only played it once, and I played it multiplayer, and I hear it really sings as a solo game. And maybe, and we played it with 3 players, so maybe a 2-player game would be better.
Yeah.
It's number 136 for me.
Well, I'm not surprised. So. No, I mean, again, it's not your type of game, I feel.
Yeah, like, and that's also true. But.
All right. Number 4 is my last new game to it. And honestly, next time you come to my place, it will be played. I'm saying with Earth. I'm not going to try to give you hints on this one, but Distilled.
Yes. Okay. This is one I really want to try.
I really want to try Distilled. The production, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I'm saying, like, I mean, they went all out, and it wasn't like an unreasonably priced, thing either, like upgrades and whatnot. I mean, it is the production value, the art, everything is great about it. The theme is in that game. I'm saying to where it's like you're getting the ingredients to, create your different type of distilled liquors, whether it's tequila, vodka, bourbon, but the way you do it, I'm saying, so you're getting your wheats, your sugars and stuff like that, and then you're going to put them into your hand and you're going to shuffle them up, and then you get rid of the top and the bottom card, and what that's representing is getting rid of like the waste or so on top of the distilled stuff. And so whatever's left over is going to be your alcohol. So you get rid of the top card and the bottom card. You'll keep that because that's sort of like the not so good stuff that's just going to stay in it. And then you create a vodka, or you create a liquor. Then with that liquor, you can decide to age it, which means you can not sell it that turn to make it get better. You get flavor cards to add to it, or you could sell it to get points immediately. You got a row of the marketplace of stuff that you're going to buy, to make different vodkas. Certain ones require barrel cards to age. Some require clay. It's just a fantastic game. I'm saying, like, again, it is getting highly praised too. So, I love that game. So
nice.
All right. So
top 3. We're in the top 3 now.
Top 3. So this was in my top 10.
Okay. Dune
Imperium.
Yes, finally.
Yes,
if I keep saying it, I'm going to get it right eventually.
So Dune Imperium was my number 2 last year. Just dropped 1 because there is a surprising pick that is come up into the top.
But not new, but it...
New to the top 10, but not like a new game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is new to the top 10.
Yeah, new to the top. I mean, but it was a game that was further ranked last year. But anyway, so Dune Imperium, number 3, was number 2 last year. We just played it again last night. An exceptional game. Nothing but good things about it. So it dropping 1, again, all these games are interchangeable. I'm saying, so I wouldn't take anything, of it. That was intense last night.
That was my 3rd time playing it, and it every single time has been down to the wire.
Yep.
Everybody is fighting for everything. Like anybody could take it.
Again, you look like you were in last place even near the end, and then bam, jumped up. I was leading, and then I stood there.
It's such a phenomenal game. It really is. And then you have the expansion. What's it called?
So The Rise of Ix is the first expansion. I do have the second one. We did not play it last night because I myself have yet to learn it, and I just figured that'd been too much. But anyway, I intend to add to it. I have upgraded components. That shows how much I love it, because honestly, I don't really upgrade games. But you saw them last night. But anyway, at this point, everyone knows what that game is. Deck building, worker placement, it is just a great game. I'm saying the art is sort of, whatever, but I'm saying the game itself is great. It's just a lot of fun. Tension. If you like tension and you love yelling at people for getting to the space that you wanted to get to before, I mean, that's going to happen in this game. With the deck building, there's so many synergies that you can try to build. So like last night, I went with Bene Gesserit cards, and so I was able to draw a lot of extra cards, and had one synergy that let me keep moving up on an alliance track that helped me
really make a push for the win towards the end. But
yeah, like I went the Spacing Guild route, which was letting me trash cards and then get an alliance with the Spacing Guild. So yeah, there's different things you can do there. So I mean, it's a great game. It is a great game.
Nice.
So that's number 3. All right, so here it comes. This is the shocker, even to myself. I'm saying it's my number 2 game. It was not in my top 10 last year, but it was ranked. But again, we only did my top 10. So it had moved up 20 spaces. So it was even outside my top 20.
What in the world have I played it?
No, you have yet to play it. But it is by my favorite.
Viscounts.
Viscounts of the West Kingdom.
We should have played that. You didn't tell me you liked it that much.
I didn't want to give it away, but yes, we did. Man. Yeah, so Viscounts of the West Kingdom. I don't know what it is. I'm saying, but it was outside my top 20 because I thought it was the weakest of the West Kingdom trilogy when I got it. I was like, I don't get it. It makes no sense. I'm saying, but all of a sudden I had a realization and I'm like, I now know how to play it. I've been playing like that nonstop the last like 3 weeks. I've gotten both expansions to it, which just makes it even better. But anyway, so to talk about the game, you got this giant, I guess you would say it's a rondel, I'm saying, up on a board where you're just going, in a circle, taking actions there. You have deck building, which dictates what type of actions you can do or what type of resources and actions you can do there. There's a ton going on there. Again, it's got the same art that the West, that all of Shem Phillips games are.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like I honestly, when I was doing my rankings, there's a particular pair, Viscounts and the top game of my list that I was like, I don't know which one I like more right now. So you could say it's the flavor of the day or whatever, but I really do. I mean,
it sounds like you had like an epiphany.
Yes,
about the game.
Like when you realize something, then you're just like, holy crap.
Yeah.
So anyway, Viscounts, great game, but there is still one above them all.
What could it be?
Oh, come on now.
What could it? Wait.
It was in my top 10 last year. It was in my top 3 last year.
I know I should know this.
I'm very.
Whoa. Let's see. It's not that. We've already talked about that. Lost Reservoir Neck.
You.
Oh. Yeah. Really? Everdell?
All right. I'm not going to make you look bad anymore.
It's not that. It's not. Oh.
Come on.
Paladins.
Paladins of the West Kingdom is the best Shem Phillips game and my favorite game all time. Last year, it was number 2. So, I just love that game. Another game we need to play. I mean, you even have it.
Well, I have it, and I have it, and other than when I played, I think when I played it with you was the last time I played it, actually, and that's because it's at number 39 for me, but I feel like it should be higher. I just don't have enough. I've only played it like twice or whatever, and both those were a long time ago, and I need to play it some more because I think that would be one that would really grab me if I had more experience.
No, and I get that. And with that game, maybe it was that it clicked sooner because when I got it, it was just instant. Like I figured, knew the puzzle, and that's why I liked it so much more than Viscounts. And when I was ranking them, when it said choose between 2, that's when I was like, I don't know which one I want. Anyway, so Paladins West Kingdom worker placement game. Some say it's sort of solo multiplayer game because you're only doing your own board here. Yes, there is a general board or a community board that you're working off of, that there is some interactions there, but really you're doing your own thing there of trying to, increase your 3 aspects. I'm saying I think it's influence, strength, and discipline or something. But anyway, I'm saying you're trying to get your points there. But I mean, it's a worker placement game, true and true. So you have certain colored workers that then can only go in certain positions. Sure. So you have to try to get the workers, to get that puzzle. One interaction, gives you a reward that helps you do another interaction, which requires the cost of the previous. Or another interaction. So it's you got to build an engine and with your workers and. I'm doing a poor job of explaining the game, but nonetheless, excellent game.
It's fantastic.
That's what I was going to say. Shem Phillips, I've just realized, is my favorite designer there, with 2 of his games being in my top. It's my top 2 games. I'm saying all time there. And then the Wayfarers of the South Tigris being in my top 10. And then he's got his next one coming out in November this year that I've already kickstarted.
Yeah, so you got 3 in your top 10?
I got 3 right now, and Architects of the West Kingdom, which I think was in my top 10 last. Yeah, it was number 9, is sitting at 11.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I love his games.
I mean, he's it's like he figured out kind of a method for designing where you can tell he's iterating.
Yeah.
But they are clearly distinct. Each of them is a distinct game all to itself. And
yes.
It's not like Paladins was Architects 2.0. They're very different games.
Different.
And I'm guessing Viscounts is the same thing.
It's the same thing. Like, each one has a huge different, central thing.
I think that's what he does, too, is he finds, okay, what is going to be the central aspect of this game? And so, like, Wayfarers, it's that board that you build off of.
Yep.
And
With
that's the central thing.
Too.
And then you'll see some things that are similar, and the symbology is very similar.
Yeah, all the games use, I mean, regardless of the trilogy, all of the games use the same symbology, which makes then learning in the new game,
if you're familiar with them,
extremely easy. So, anyway, Paladins of the West Kingdom, will it hold the top spot? I don't know, because Viscounts right now is, I'm saying, the hot game for me right now.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
So my
Good
top
stuff.
10.
There you go. That was Ryan's top 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check the description for ways you can support the channel. Be sure to go check out StoneValleyGames.com, and be sure to come back for more great videos coming soon. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.